just to get that. Holy. So I've had the C8 for about a month now, I'd say, and I'm liking it a lot. I can't really turn my head very much in this setup. It is a 2023 Stingray with the Z51 package. It's a 1LT, which means it's missing a lot of features that like a 2L3 or a 3LT would have. So the 1LT does not come with heads-up display, does not come with the data tracker. Forget what it stands for, the acronym for it, but it's a track data recorder for like running lap times and stuff like that. I don't think it has memory. It's like a lot of stuff that even my C5 has, this does not have. Like my C5 has heads-up display. My C5 has memory seats, memory mirrors, and all that stuff. Does not come with the rear-facing camera. Does not come with heated or cooled seats. And so it's like the bare bones version, but with the Z51 package, it does come with upgraded brakes, upgraded suspension, and upgraded exhaust. So the Z51 package is awesome, and I feel like I really got a good bang for my buck with this car. I paid $63 for it. Vet prices have been going down for a while now, and I think it's actually a great time to buy a C8. So I just wanted to get behind the wheel, do a little drive, and do like my first impressions with the car. I guess why I bought the C8, I was originally looking at a C7 Z06, and when I was looking at prices and stuff, the C7 Z06s were in like the 60s to 70 range, and I noticed that this was like the same price or cheaper than a C7 Z06, so I was like, you know what, for the same price or cheaper, might as well have the awesome technology like that this thing offers, and also just the platform that this thing is, being mid-engine, dual clutch. It's just, this thing is so awesome with just like, it's, the transmission is amazing and shifts so fast. The brakes are awesome, super fast, super fun car. And I've driven my friend's C7 Stingray, 2014 C7, so first year they made them, and it rides a lot. It rides great, especially compared to my C5, but my C5 handles like kind of like a Cadillac. It handles horribly. So coming and driving the C5 and then driving this is just such a great transition. This thing is so modern compared to a C5, which, I mean, as it should be, but I just thought that the bang for your buck combined with the technology that this thing gives you, it was just like an offer I couldn't pass up. Plus this one's black on black, everything is all blacked out. I really love like the color options on this car, and it just seemed like a good deal. I bought it with 4,600 miles on it. I've put about like 1,500 miles on it. I think it's got 6,100. I can't even see the dashboard right now because my phone is in front of my face basically. So my first month of ownership has been awesome. I really love this thing. It's a lot of fun. I'll just shut up for a second. Wanted to talk about the modes for a second. So right now I'm in my mode, and then it should be Tour, and then Sport, and then as you can kind of hear the difference between the exhaust. It opens up the exhaust. It changes all these things right here. So steering, engine shift feel, brake feel, and what's the other one? Engine sound. So yeah, it changes all those as you go through the modes. It also changes the display. I usually run in my mode just because that is where I can get the most exhaust note, or the loudest exhaust note, without any like suspension changes or steering changes or whatever. I can already feel that the steering got a lot more weighty when I put it in track. I never really drive it in track because I think Chevy Dude said that you are not supposed to drive the car in track unless you're on a track. So I kind of stick to that rule, but I'm sure it's not really a big deal. What I do notice is that and as I switch through the modes, you can kind of hear the exhaust change with each mode. Tour is going to be the quietest mode, obviously, and the least aggressive for steering, engine feel, and all that stuff. And then my mode, so even though my mode doesn't have an engine shift selection for it, I noticed that it does downshift somewhat aggressively, which honestly is slightly annoying because when I'm just like cruising day to day, I don't really want this thing to be like downshifting aggressively and like stopping for me. It just, to me, it's a little bit annoying, and you'd have to really drive the car to get what I'm talking about. But just a little thing that I wish that there was an adjustment for shift feel in my mode, and I don't really know why there isn't. So normally I run it in my mode just to get that. Holy, just ran over some giant dirt pile. Normally I run it in my mode to get that exhaust note. So I just wanted to get on here and do a little update of like my first month of ownership of the C8. I love it. It's going great. Got a lot of things coming for the C8 and the C5. Ordered a cam for the C5, ordered headers for the C5, and ordered a catback exhaust for this. So got a lot of things coming. Stay tuned for all that, and we'll be posting a lot more videos here. Just ordered an Insta360. It's actually right here. Ordered an Insta360. Just working with that, getting used to setting that up and everything and getting different shots. So definitely like this video and subscribe for more C8 and C5 content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.